Might be tied up in court tomorrow, but right now he's tied up right here outside of the police department. After the jury was seated, they were excused. He was excused. He decided to come and talk to the police chief. He was inside with the police chief for about 10 minutes. He came outside, and you know, of course, we had a crowd of reporters, including my colleague Cheryl Choden, up front to question him. But the reporters are now joined by people in the community, and they are shouting questions at him. They are asking him about putting the lives of our soldiers in Afghanistan and Iraq on the line by burning the Quran, by talking about Muslims in a negative way. And you can probably hear some of the voices. I would not be surprised that if the police, may decide to actually break this up. They seem to have settled a little bit, but as we all know, this is so emotional. Pastor Jones is here to stage a protest outside the largest mosque in the country, here in Dearborn, the Islamic Center of America. The city of Dearborn has told him he may not protest outside that mosque. It is private property. There's no parking. Tomorrow is Good Friday. It's dangerous for pedestrians as well as traffic. He has said he is going to do that nonetheless, and so that's why he was hauled into court today. And while in court, though, the judge says, I'm upholding what the city did because we've given you 4 alternative places, including, ironically, right out here in front of the police station where there's plenty of room. However, he didn't want to go along with that. The judge said, hey, I'm going to give you the opportunity to go to trial. Very unusual circumstance. He's going to go to trial tomorrow morning, but again, he's got to get through these folks tonight. Trust me, the police are not going to let this get but so out of hand. They are walking around now. Cheryl's in there to talk to Pastor. We will obviously have more on later editions of Action News. Reporting live from Dearborn, I'm Val Clark. Back to the studio.
Yeah, what's happening out there today may be Exhibit A in tomorrow's trial. Val, thank you very much for that live report. We'll be checking back with you.
And as we mentioned, this is a very unusual proceeding, and Channel 7 legal analyst Jerry Gleason is here tonight to help us sort it all out. What can we expect from this trial?
Well, it's certainly interesting because, number one, he's defending himself. He's going to have to select a jury if the judge allows him to ask jurors questions. He's going to get to give his own opening statement. And then there are certain provisions where you're giving an opening statement. You can't testify. You can't use it to testify. So then the question is he going to testify? It'll be very interesting to see how it plays out.
So what exactly will the ruling settle in this case?
The ruling will settle whether he has to pay the personal recognizance bond and whether there are any conditions that Judge Summers may place on him as to what he can and can't do.
Is the bottom line problem here that he may incite violence?
That's what the prosecutor has alleged in their complaint that started this entire case. They said there's a danger of a riot ensuing. And so the question the jury's going to answer, is it likely that the peace will be breached, that his presence will cause it?
Now, he wants to protest tomorrow, but how many trials have you been through that have lasted less than a day? Like, we're talking a couple of hours he needs this over with if he wants to continue on.
Correct. And again, you still have to select the jury. I don't know if it's been impaneled yet, but give opening statements, call witnesses, and the prosecutor attached, I think it was 50 emails of threats to this guy. Are those people going to call? Who's going to bring that evidence in? Who are the witnesses going to be? It'll be very interesting.
So this could be a long trial, and there will not be a protest one way or the other tomorrow if that's the case.
That's correct.
All right. Thank you very much.